I failed hundreds of times in my life. Customers laughed in my face. Bosses threw me out like trash. My wife slammed the door, called me a failure, and never looked back. My kids stopped running to me, stopped calling me dad. They looked at me like I was dead. That pain, that humiliation, that shame. That's why I don't lose now.
I got used to losing. So used to it, failure felt normal. Walking away empty-handed, getting ignored, sleeping in a house that didn't feel like home anymore. And the sick part, a piece of me started to believe that's all I deserved.
I woke up one morning and I was disgusted with myself. Fat, weak, beaten down, a man who quit on everything. Losing had become my habit, and I said, fuck that. I'm done living like a coward. I'll claw my way out of this hole with my bare hands if I have to. I'll bleed for every inch. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much it hurts. I refused to die as the man I was.
I didn't know where to start. All I knew was I had to go. I was broke, eating cheap food just to get by, working double shifts, coming home too tired to think, but still forcing myself to do something, anything, to move forward, studying at midnight with bloodshot eyes, saving every dollar while everyone else was out partying, dragging myself out of bed when my body begged me to stay down. That was the only way for me to feel alive.
The grind chewed me up. Skin ripped from my knuckles. Feet bleeding through worn out shoes. Waking up in pain. Going to bed in pain and still showing up the next day. Every bruise, every scar, I felt power in it. Every blister, every drop of sweat, I felt like I was piecing my life back together. The more it hurt, the more alive I felt. The more broken I was, the more I knew I was learning how to survive anything. For the first time in years, I wasn't just surviving. I was taking myself back.
I enjoy the pain every day. The pain of my kid refusing to hug me, pulling away like I was a stranger. The pain of hearing, Mom's new boyfriend is cooler than you. The pain of birthdays where they barely looked at me. I take that shit with me when I run, when I lift, when I grind. And I don't stop until the weight, the road, the reps hurt worse than the memories.
Christmas Eve, 8 years ago. No tree, no gifts, no family around me. Just empty bottles on the table and 20 fucking business plans I never started. I sat there staring at them, realizing I wasted years pretending to prepare, scared to fail, scared to try. That night I lost it, said fuck this shit, no more plans, no more waiting. On the loneliest Christmas of my life, I finally hit go. Fear in my chest, fire in my gut. That was the night my life actually started.
I wasn't ready. I didn't have shit figured out, but I threw myself into the fire anyway. The lights were about to get cut off. Fridge was empty, except for a half carton of milk going bad. My kids were hungry, asking for food I couldn't afford. Collectors blowing up my phone. I felt like the biggest piece of shit on earth. I was broke. I was starving. I was scared, but I didn't quit. Then one night it finally happened. One customer said yes, just one. It wasn't a big order, barely enough to cover the bills, but to me, it was everything. I came home with cash in my pocket, dropped groceries on the table, and saw my kids eat without asking if we had enough. That moment hit harder than any paycheck I'd ever made. It wasn't just money, it was proof I could fight my way back. Proof I wasn't finished. That first win didn't make me proud. It made me sick. Sick at how long I've been wasting time, making excuses, acting like I was preparing when I was just scared. So I drew a line. From that day forward, every second I had went into the grind. No shortcuts, no excuses. If it killed me, so be it. At least I'd go down fighting for something real.
The wins didn't come easy, but they came. A little money in my pocket, food in the fridge, the lights stayed on. For the first time, I could look my kids in the eye without shame. For the first time, I felt like a man again. Most people wouldn't call that success. To me, it was everything.
I was washing my socks in the sink, heating up canned beans on a damn candle, hiding my car 2 blocks down so the repo man wouldn't find it. Didn't feel like a man, felt like a ghost, trying to pretend I was still alive. But I kept grinding, didn't whine, didn't beg, just got up and fought like a dog. Because if I didn't, my family was done.
I didn't tell anyone what I was doing. I just shut the hell up and went to war. 4 a.m. runs in the freezing dark, lifting until my hands bled, eating whatever scraps I could afford. Then back to work with a straight face, like nothing hurt. I didn't need a plan, I needed to survive. So I did the only thing that works. I showed the fuck up every day, no matter what.
No one noticed when I disappeared. No calls, no texts, just silence. I liked it that way. While the world kept spinning, I was sharpening the blade, calloused hands, clear eyes, a mind that stopped making excuses. I showed up bloody, showed up tired, showed up broke, showed up anyway. Just me, the grind, and a voice in my head saying, keep going or die trying.
They thought I was done. Hell, I thought I was done. But I kept fighting with bare hands and broken pride, kept crawling through the mud, kept bleeding for every inch. Now the lights are on, the fridge is full. My kids smile when they see me, but I'm far from done. I didn't climb out of hell just to stay average. I'm still grinding, still hunting, still building a legacy they'll never forget. This ain't a comeback, this is my era now. And I'm taking everything they said I'd never fucking have.